Hello guys and welcome to VollGazzRacing Season 12 Round 1 in Division 2 here at Jerez for the Spanish GP. So VMV Joe led GSXR, who obviously can't ride a GSXR because Suzuki aren't in the championship anymore, but he's on a Honda. It's going to be his first session of the season. So, Skyleaf is the first person to crash in the official season. We had the pre-season test last week, and it was Destroyer. It was no star who topped it, but Destroyer Jack was quite competitive as well. Jay Davies, he didn't turn up, so he could be an outsider. Skyleaf didn't either, as well as Ropey. So unfortunately, we're missing Dreaded Head, and I want to say a couple of others that I can't think of off the top of my head. Oh, and last season's runner-up, nearly runner-up, Mr. Hitstick. So he'll have some work to do from round 2 onwards. But here comes Joe into the final corner to start the first official qualifying lap of the season down the home straight. As he goes under the UFO and starts a lap now, heading towards turn 1, very unstable braking. I'm not quite sure the Honda is, but you can see the bike moving all over the place as he now head towards turn 2, rider device used, hard braking into the hairpin. Second or first gear, depending on your choice. Then you quick change direction to third, turn 3 and turn 4 as you come to sector 1 checkpoint any moment now, as Hadif has still got an invalid opening sector. And now Joe heads towards a fast turn 5, which he is run quite wide for, but you can get a late apex to shoot down the longest straight, but it's a very short straight in comparison to most tracks. You do reach 6th gear depending on your gearbox, and then hard braking into the dry cycle down if Pedrosa corner or hairpin. Now heading into turn 7 and 8 into what I believe is the Jorge Martinez Aspar corner. It could be the Angel Nieto corner. I can't quite remember the top of my head, unfortunately. But into turn 9, this might be Angel Nieto, and then into turn 10. As we now enter the final sector, 2 really fast right-handers into turn 11. And then next one, I do know Ferrari for turn 12, really fast king, 3rd or 4th gear, maybe even 5th, depending on how weird your gear ratios are. Into the final corner, lots of instability again on the brakes as you change direction all over the bumps. Skyleaf has gone down again. Skyleaf notoriously not great at qualifying, is very much like Mogsy. Qualifying is ever his strongest point, but racing is good. As Dreaded Head has joined the session, so we'll have to restart once the qualifying is over, and he can join at the back of the grid. So we have Marcel. Someone else is crossing the line just now. No, so it's Marcel on board the Mooney VR46 Racing Ducati with the Alex Rins 42. He crosses the line, and I can't see, but No Star goes to the top. Freddie now up to the line, and he goes second. So No Star straight to the top, 34.3, decent lap time. I cannot remember what Aaron's lap time was from last season, but that would have been the pole time. I'm sure Aaron might be, if Aaron's watching, he'll tell me. So Q Gamer, he had a really poor pre-season test. His bike was all over the place. He wasn't doing what he wanted it to do at all. But Jerez is the one track where he has won He won here in season 10. So he's got good form around here, and the bike's still all over the place. Whether that's just his riding style or the way the bike's set up or what, but it's never in. I've never seen that bike in line with him on it. Across the line, he should go second. Yeah, it's so really close. And Destroyer Jack, red sector 3. Who would have called this a couple of seasons ago? Into the final corner, riding. He's run wide into the Lorenzo hairpin. But oh no, so I was going to actually set the time first. And he improves the time. Destroy Jack goes to second. If he hadn't made that mistake in the final corner, he might have taken pole position. But Destroy Jack on Mugsy's Prima Pride Racing Ducati from last season. So Welshman once again on the bike. Jay Davies yet to set a lap time. Skydeef approaching the final corner now. And he's actually going to box. Ropey is on an out lap, running the Marquez helmet and number for the pre-season test. Now Jay Davies starts his next flying lap. Hopefully he can set time on the board. He's still got just over 8.5 minutes to go. Heading towards turn 1, running a bit wide. Into turn 2, the bike's just not behaving how he wants it to, but give him time, I think he'll get there. And it's orange sector 1. As he now approaches the second sector. So the second sector, the end of the second sector. Is across the point now into turn 6. Really, really straight line braking. Through turn 7, hard front tyre, medium rear. So I'm guessing Jay Davies is just doing a quali sim here. Sorry, erasing my head all over the place for some strange reason. Not quite clear. You can see there's no white line on the rear tyre. So he has got the race tyres in. He's probably not done any practice, my guess is, or meant a lot of effective practice to do a quali run. So he's just simply doing race laps and trying to get the feel for the race, because the race is where the points are won, not qualifying. In real life, you do win a BMW, but obviously in this you don't get anything for being the top qualifier. So it's best to just put yourself in the best position possible, but focus on the race pace is the most important thing. As Jay Davies goes to 5th place, and Ropey now was having whoa, and he goes down at turn 6. And Joe, where is he? He's in the second sector. Braking on, once again, straight line braking. So it seems like that might be quite popular in Division 2. Straight line braking into turn 6. It's interesting how some people prefer straight line braking, others prefer to be sideways, and others like to be completely out of control. And Q Game has gone down. I'm trying to figure out turn. I don't know where Q Game has gone down actually. Maybe the last corner. He is boxing. I think he's the one boxing now. And Joe has invalidated his lap time. Skydeef, can he set his first lap time on board the Red Bull KTM? Down the back straight. You'll see 16 did really well here in real life, and Adif running really wide. I think he was on the Honda last season, so a bit of a change. And it just seems Hadif, but Hadif's qualifying, I've said before, never the strongest, but his race pace is usually, I mean, last season he qualified last and he finished second in the sprint. Took him like, he's lost the front. KTM can be a bit funny on the front end, I will say, from my, it was only a 4-day experience on the bike, but in those 4 days it was an absolute nightmare to stay on the machine. As Freddie now, the Frenchman, could be on course to improve, but he's got quite a jump. He's got to find 8 tenths to find the front row of the grid. And up to the line, he just clipped the curve. That's not going to help him. But he goes under the UFO, and he does improve by just under 3 tenths of a second. Skydeef sets a lap time, and he will at least put himself in 8th place. And there's 5 minutes to go now this session. No star. About to start a lap. Destroy Jack currently on a lap, not improving. So I don't think No Star's got to worry about anything at the moment. Q Gamer is in the pits, probably preparing to put some more soft rubber in the bike. Freddie won't be on a lap. Where's Jay Davies on track? He's just coming out the box now with No Star approaching turn 1. And Jay Davies gets it out of the way. So No Star starts his next flying lap into turn 2. The bike is looking really good, a bit wide there, mid corner. He's turned it back for a nice exit. No Star quite inconsistent last season, but I think most people are putting that down to the Yamaha, not himself. So we'll have to wait and see how that changes things. Going from the Japanese manufacturer of Yamaha to the Austrian manufacturer of KTM. Grey sector. Again, it doesn't look like No Star is going to improve. We never know, we might find something in the 3rd or 4th sector. And now chucking it into turn 9. And Ropey, can he finally set a lap time? Joe's also improving. Sky was not improving and he's invalidated again. So had he really not having a good time at the moment on the KTM. No Star running wide through turn 11. I don't think this is going to be I won't be surprised if No Star actually boxes. He doesn't, but he's going to restart the lap. So he's backed off and he's going to go again. Marcel. Oh, he's gone wide, he's invalidated. But he doesn't peel into the pits. Ropey running really wide. He's ran out of soft front tyres. He's now on the hard. Or whether that's just a choice to try and maybe find some stability in the bike and improve lap time. Because the stability is a problem here in the first and last sectors. The bike just doesn't want to stay in a straight line at all. Into the final corner, and he is going to get a time on the board, but what is that lap time going to be? I don't think it's going to be very competitive. Yeah, it's 8th place. Joe goes to 4th, half a second off pole. Jay Davies is now improving his lap time on the RSGP factory Aprilia, number 55. Got No Star in front of him, no longer does so, and I think he's running Augusto Fernandez's helmet or something similar. It's something similar to Augusto Fernandez, I think. As he goes through turn 9 and now turn 10, he continues to improve. He needs to find over 0.3 of a second to jump any kind of position. Takes turn 11 nice into Ferrari. Just one more corner to negotiate for the Welshman, as he's going to finish his penultimate lap of the session. Troy Jack's gone down at turn 8 and he's going to have one more go at it. Davies up to the line and he jumps to 4th. Ropey invalidates his lap time. Hadif has invalidated his lap time, but this is Hadif's last go and he's got his teammate No Star as a marker. Q Gamer has gone red in sector 1. Can the Dutchman who won here 2 seasons ago take pole position from nowhere? Look at he's blipping the throttle to death out of turn 5 down the straight, heading towards the second sector. Can he, even though this sector isn't fully representative of lap time, it's really short, and it's an orange sector for that matter because he braked earlier than compared to No Star. As we now head in towards turn 7, he's just going to find 185 thousandths of a second, or just under 2 tenths. You want to be really simple. Round turn 8, trying to keep constantly just blipping the bike, but sideways in the braking zones. Into turn 9, into turn 10, he's still improving. No Star improving, Sky Deep improving as well. Freddie improving, lots of orange and red sectors going on. Destroy Jack's gone down, that's his session over. He'll finish second at best. Q Gamer now through the penultimate corner. It's not been the greatest of last sectors, but here we go into the final corner. He's sideways, braking really deep. He's going to get a good exit though. Up to the line, can he steal pole position at the death here? He can, but will No Star hold on? Can No Star, hang on, sorry, will he hold on? No Star is improving with 3 red sectors as well. Freddie's round wide, and he's managed to somehow keep the lap time going. into the final corner, really conservative braking for the Frenchman. Oh, the Destroy Jack's gone down again, don't believe it. And he goes up to the line. And Sky Diff has not lost that much time as well. Fred up to the line, and he goes into 3rd place. No Star up to the line. He retakes pole, and Sky Diff jumps to 5th place. It's just Ropey and Joe are the last, and Q Gamer are the last riders to go. Joe's invalid his lap. Ropey's not gaining any time, so it looks like Ropey's going to be starting 9th place. Dreaded Head will be at the back of the grid, and Ropey's completely given up. But he's going to smash straight into the wall and does a backflip for good measure. And so does Q Gamer. So, No Star takes the first pole position of the season. Q Gamer is 2nd. Freddy 3rd. Destroy Jack 4th. Skydy 5th. The top 5 separated by exactly 3/10 for 2nd. J Davey 6th. Joe 7th. Marcel 8th. Rupee 9th. And Dreaded Head will round out the grid in 10th. But I will give these guys a practice start. It will be with old tyres, so it won't be fully perfect, but gives them a chance to just go through turn 1, practice it because it is unstable, and guaranteed there's going to be a collision. I can almost guarantee there's always a crash at this track usually, so try and get the crash out of the way.
The riders are lined up on the Jerez grid. There doesn't seem to be any problems, and they're all ready to go. A few seconds now, and the lights will go out. While we wait for the cameras to take us to Parc Fermé to meet today's stars, let's take a quick look at the final.
Okay, everything's going to be just checked that all the settings are correct. Yep, they are. Everyone's in the right positions, and we are ready to go racing at Jerez. We wait for the riders to ready up. So just waiting for Dreaded Head and Q Gamer to ready up. Let's see who will win the opening race of Season 12 in Division 2. Your money would be on No Star most likely because he has been the fastest in testing. He's just taken pole position. He's a previous race winner from last season. However, the way it normally goes isn't how it is, and qualifying was really close. So let's see who the winner shall be. Will it be in orange? Will it be in a different type of orange? Will it be black? Or will it be white? Or will it be something completely different? Let's see, the lights are on. And we are finally off for Season 12. No Star is a good start as they all file through into Turn 1. It's going to be 3 abreast. And it's going to be Q Gamer who takes the lead for the first time. He's run wide and destroyed. Jack's going to look up the inside. And it's side by side between the Welshman and the Dutchman. And Q Gamer just holds off as Skydive looking up the inside of Destroy Jack. And everybody has managed to stay on the first couple of corners. Very impressive. Let's now go through Turn 4. Oh no, Skydive. Oh, and No Star. Both KTMs have gone down at Turn 4. Really unfortunate stuff. Oh god, I should never have said that they all got through cleanly. But it is Q Gamer who leads ahead of Destroyer Jack in second, heading down towards Turn 6 for the first time. Oh my god, who was that? That was Ropey sending up the inside. Oh god, there was nearly a Danny Pedro's Lorenzo Dobby moment from 2018 there, but thankfully everyone's got through. Oh, and there's Ropey and Dreddy got really close, and Joe is from all that mess has managed to get into third place. And Jay Davies is now into fourth. Contact between Freddie and Dreddy's head. And it's towards turn 9, and Ropey barges Dreddy's head out of the way and moves into 6th place. And now into turn number 11. Q Gamer pulls out a 3/10 lead. There's more contact between Ropey and Dreddy's heading. Ropey's gone down. I can't say I'm surprised with the amount of contact that was happening as J Davies is getting really close to the back of Joe, and he's hit the back. It's actually the back of him and gone really wide, but managed to just about hold on to 4th place. But we end the first lap. Q Gamer leads by over half a second for the Destroy Jack in second. Joe is in 3rd. J Davies holds on to 4th with Freddie in 5th. And Dreddy Head in 6th, Marcel 7th, No Star 8th, Hadif 9th, and Ropey in 10th. And he comes, Freddie showed a wheel. He had a massive moment over the bumps into turn 2 and it's dropped now down to 6th. He's gone from challenging 3rd down to 6th place. We gap at the front, still over half a second. And it's only been lap 1 as we now enter turn number 5. And now down the back straight. Dreddy Head, a former podium finisher. He had 0 podium finishes last season. It looked like he was going to get his first one. And Jay Davies is completely and Freddie's got. Oh no. Oh dear. What has just. Oh dear. Multiple crashes has just happened. Big mistake by Jay Davies, and that has really wrecked Dreddy Head's chances of a podium. Deary me, and I think some more collisions happened in the back as I was trying to figure that out. And Freddie and from that, Marcel has all of a sudden come into 4th, and No Star is in 5th. I don't quite know if Freddie crashed by himself or by Jay Davies' bike, but yeah, the move on 46 he's still in 4th place, but it's with the Dutchman now, not the Frenchman. The flag more or less has been flipped on its side as Skydive has gone down at the final corner. And No Star looking up the inside of Marcel into turn 1. And the Belgian moves into 4th. Marcel really wide at turn 1. And I think he's going to be re-overtaken soon by his teammate. He's just going to hold on for now. There was a bit of lag going on, so I'm wondering if... I hope that's not affecting the guys. No Star is the fastest rider on track so far, but Q Game out in front. 9/10 lead over Destroy Jack, who's definitely having his best race of his VollGazz career. Never even finished on the podium. He's only had a top 5. A couple of top 5s, but really good job at the moment. Joe is in 3rd on his debut on the Repsol Honda. So Repsol Honda having an absolute time in their lives at the moment. 1st and 3rd. Owen, Freddie and Marcel have made contact, and Freddie has gone through. Skydive and Ropey making contact, and Skydive moves into 8th place. Ropey definitely does not have the pace, and he is struggling. But I think he's trying to make that with aggression, and unfortunately, it's not worked. It was working in the early laps, but I can't tell what actually happened to him when he collided with Dreadyhead and went down. But Q Game at the moment, he's back maybe all over the place, but he's definitely being consistent here. He's constantly pulling out a few tenths a lap. But I think Joe and No Star, they are definitely the ones to look out for. The Destroyer just seems to be lacking that extra little bit of pace needed for the win. But he's not making too many mistakes, so that's the important thing. He's not running wide, from what I can tell. He's keeping everything in line, no risks as such being taken. But it is only lap 4, so we still have 10 long laps to go for these guys. There have been a 1 minute 34, 35 lap time for these guys. So 13 laps is probably just around about 20 minutes. And Jay Davies has gone down again at turn 2 this time round. And what could have been for Jay Davies, he hasn't taken a podium in a while, and it could have been today, but he's going to have to wait a week later for that first podium on this game. Destroyer Jack emulating what Mogsy did last season. A bit under the radar, turns up to round 1 and he's second. So the Prima Ducati racing team, second Welshman on board in the second successive season, and it looks like they might have a ride on their hands who could pull them some podiums. But No Star, he may have gone down at turn 4 in the opening lap, dropped down to last, but he is charging. He is currently just under 4 seconds away, sorry, 5 seconds away from Q Gamer out in front. So it's going to be a tough ask, over half a second a lap to try and catch. On Ropey's gone down at turn 12. So Ropey and J Davies not having a good time of it, as No Star runs a little bit hot through turn 1, but I can't tell if that's just naturally the racing line, because I've seen a lot of people doing it. And Destroy Jack's managed to close in a little bit in Q Gamer, so I think Q might have just made a small error in the opening couple, in the last sector or the first sector. And in terms of warnings, everybody's doing okay. Destroy Jack's got 2 warnings, and that's it. And so I can't. Heref isn't really that bad for warnings because the outside is more or less grass or gravel and not paint. Only the last sector really, that's quite easy to exceed at. So I don't expect track limit warnings to be a problem. No long lap penalties. The only long lap penalty that should be served is Jay Davies, which is already served for wiping out Dreaded Head into turn 6. But Destroy Jack, he's got the gap down to 1 second, so we need to have a look at what Q is running in terms of tyres. Hard front, medium rear. Destroy Jack, hard front, medium rear, I think. So, but Destroy Jack, he's probably doing a bit of a Jake Dixon. His opening lap pace isn't the greatest, but as soon as he's got into that rhythm, the pace is coming towards him. And he's now got that gap to 1 second. It went out to about 1.2, 1.3. It's now under a second. So the tyres are turning for Destroy Jack. Maybe Q Game is saving fuel for later on. I can't quite remember. I don't quite know how bad the ref is for fuel. And unfortunately, Destroy Jack's just lost half a second on the straight. I hope that's got to be from likes, but you can't lose half a second down that small of a straight when you're on a Ducati as well. And No Star now is under a second behind Joe, as Marcel has gone down at turn 2 and drops down to 8th place, as Sky Deef is trying to close in on Dreaded Head, and Ropey and Jay Davies are now back. Ropey's gone down again, and Jay Davies is these two are now fighting for last place. Not at all. Ropey fighting for the winner at the opening round last season before he got lagged out or something like that. Yeah, he got lag crashed multiple times. Jay Davies had a top 5, multiple top 5s last season as well, on board the RNF Aprilia. But anyway, back to the front. No Star is closing in on the Repsol Honda. Destroy Jack, the gap's sort of maintained at the front. I think Destroy Jack has got better pace at the moment than Q Gamer, just by a couple of tenths a lap. No Star he is the fastest rider on track, that's for sure, but now he's in the dirty air of the Honda, so he's got to find a way through. And that is not the line he wants to be taking. He will get a good exit, but he has lost time on entry. We have severely closed the gap down to Q Gamer. It was just, as I said a couple of laps ago, under 5 seconds. It is now just under 4. Just closing by a second, and then the sooner he can get past Joe, the quicker he can set his sights on Q Gamer. But we are heading towards the second half of this race. Going nervous on the curb, but as soon as they cross the second sector point, they are into the second half of this race. So, JD has gone down again at turn 1 this time after passing Ropey. Down the back straight in the slipstream of the Honda, but Joe's positioned himself well. No Star's closing in on the brakes, and he's going to have to run wide, and Joe uses the inside curb, can take more corner speed because of that, and maintains the lead on 3rd place. I think it's going to have to be down into turn 1, I'd imagine. Just down the straight, do some slipstream, or into turn 6. Those are your 2 easiest passing spots around this track. Unless they make a mistake, which Joe did there. No Star's now all over the back of the Repsol Honda. Can he get the run into turn 11? He's in overtaking range, but it's not in the safest of places. Skydiff and Tradehead are now coming together and are engaging in a battle as well. We'll maintain our focus at the front. And Destroyer must have made a big mistake. He's now 1.6 seconds behind Q Gamers. No Star really close to the back of Joe. He's looking around the outside. That's not going to be the place to do it. And he's lost 0.4 of a second. And he's got to just close those couple of tenths all over again. And he might have to wait another lap. But Joe is doing the right job at the moment. He's not making any... He made one small error at turn 9 and that's it. So into turn 5. Skydiff and Dreadhead getting really physical, it looks like. And Dreadhead's holding on. J Davis has left the session. And Dreadhead's running really wide through turn 5. Skydiff's going to move up the inside. Contact between them again. Down the back straight. But the Ducati's in the slipstream of the KTM. Hard braking. Dreadhead looking up the inside of Skydiff. They make contact. Whoa! And the Diff's gone down in the process. And Dreadhead will be receiving a long lap penalty for that, unfortunately. Back towards the battle for 3rd place. Joe is holding off. No Star. Destroy Jack closing in the gap on Q Gamer. Q's doing what he's having to do. I think Destroy Jack's getting a bit unlucky with lag spikes. So he needs to be I won't say he needs to be careful, but he's it could be a chance that something bad could happen. But I think if Destroy Jack can just hold on to the pace he's doing, I think he will be able to hold on to this podium place. I said hold on way too many times there. As we start lap number 9, 5 to go. And No Star running really... He's struggling the front end, and he's struggling with entry now. He's really struggling with the bike on entry, and he just doesn't seem to have that confidence. The front tyre wear is probably a big factor to that to me as well. As he's actually... Yeah, he's now over 4 seconds behind Q Gamer now, so... It looks like No Star's missed his boat for victory. But it's all, I think the focus is now on can Destroy Jack close in on Q Gamer. Can Q Gamer make any form of mistake that will allow the Welshman to take a chance at his first victory in VollGazz? If we said like a couple of years ago, a couple of years ago that Destroy Jack would be fighting for a race win in Division 2, we would not have believed it. But he's done well. He's worked hard. Oh, and Skydiff and Dreadhead have come together again. And this time Dreadhead's gone down. I've missed that, so I can't just give Skydiff... I have a feeling I know what's happened. So I'm assuming Skydiff will be getting a penalty afterwards. But big drama there. And Q Gamer now is 7/10 ahead of Destroyer Jack. So we have a race on our hands here. 4 laps to go. 7/8 the gap. Can Q Gamer, who's led the entire way, hold on for victory? He hasn't won since, I'll mention this for a third time, he hasn't won since this track in season 10. And that was also, oh, Destroy Jack's picked up a long lap penalty. That might be it. That might be it. Q Gamer's only got 2 warnings. Destroy Jack just clipping the. That was a pretty harsh penalty as well. He hit the white line. He lost that. He lost time from the line he took. Unfortunately, he's picked up a long lap penalty, and that might be it for Destroy Jack's race winning hopes. But you never know. Q Gamer can make a mistake. He didn't have a single podium last season, from my memory. So you know, he's definitely he can definitely make them, and he's making them all over the place now. And he's now free. He's only 2 tenths in front of Destroy Jack, but he is going to get let off the moment Destroy Jack takes his long lap penalty. But when that will be, I don't know. Destroy Jack could leave it to the very last lap if he can pass Q Gamer and pull out a gap. He might. It isn't the longest long lap in the world. Only probably lose like a second. So Destroy Jack can still do this. And he's right on the back of the Repsol Honda rider now. We're heading towards the final corner. Q Gamer's all over the place. Into the braking zone, and Destroy Jack, I think, is going to take his long lap penalty now. Hopefully he does it. Oh, he's round wide. He's messed it up. And he's going to have to do it again. And that's really let off Q Gamer. And that might be Destroy Jack's podium chances over. Oh, and he's ran deep into turn 1 in anger, and he's gone down. Oh, he's always gone down again. One small mistake that shouldn't have warranted the penalty has just completely undone all Destroy Jack's really hard work that he put in those past 10 laps to fight, to be in race winning contention. Oh, he's had a big moment again. I think his head, unfortunately, has gone. He's seen the red mist, and unfortunately, that is it for his podium chances. Q Gamer, if he can stay up, Destroy Jack's. Oh, he's gone down again, and he's gone. Huge shame, because he had a really good chance of winning there, but anyway, we're now re-engaging this battle between Joe and No Star. No actual battle has taken place as of yet. No Star's not been able to attempt an overtake. He keeps getting really close and then makes a mistake and just can't attempt the move. He is really close. It's at a corner he can't overtake at. So where is No Star going to attack if he can do? He's got to set up the last corner, I think. He's got to take it wide, get a good exit, and try and get him into turn 1. As we now start the run in the slipstream, the gap's 3 tenths, 2 tenths. It's gone under a tenth, but it's just not close enough. And the Frenchman holds on for 1 corner more. Oh, and Jody has now picked up a long lap. Oh, hang on. He might have not taken that long lap in protest. So we'll wait and see. Because I'm pretty sure Jody will definitely show his footage of his collisions with Skydeef. The multiple collisions he had with Skydeef earlier on in the race. And No Star has completely outbroke himself. And he's gone down. Big mistake by the Belgian. But he's luckily been respawned in a very nice place. Which means Freddie can't take advantage like he should have done, because if No Star respawned where he should have done, Freddie could easily be in 3rd place. But big mistake by No Star. Skydeef's now gone down as well at turn 6. And now Marcel moves into 5th. So the Red Bull KTMs like to crash at the same corner in the same lap. And Skydeef, for some strange reason, running a medium front. No idea if that's intentional, but back at the front, it's a Repsol Honda 1-2. Into the final corner to start the final lap of this race. Q Gamer. He hasn't taken a podium since possibly even victory here. That's probably how long it's been. No Star's gone down again. And Freddie is going to take 3rd place. As they start the final lap of this race. Q Gamer into turn 1. Destroy Jack, if Enzo had that red miss, he could have easily been on the podium today, unfortunately. Joe will be taking second, but Hugh Gamey's just got to stay on. But he's a big slide out of turn 3. Through turn 4, he's avoiding all the curbs. The bike's twitching all over the place. I'm sure he'll be a bit nervous. He hasn't won in a long time. Through turn 5, bike's still all over the place from the amount of times he's bliffing the gas. Heading towards the Danny Pedrosa or Drysack hairpin as the front end of the bike's hopping, skipping, shaking. It's doing every single position you don't want to be doing. Chucking it now into turn 7. And now turn number 8. Just 5 more corners to negotiate for the Dutchman to take the opening victory of season 12. So far in this game, if you win the opening round of Division 2, you do become champion. Fun fact. And the same for Division 1 in that matter. So if you win the opening round, more likely you're set to be champion. So are we looking at our champion-elect for season 12? Heading towards now the final corner, the Jorge Lorenzo hairpin. Turn 13. He rounds it nicely. Hugh Gamer, the number 99, will take the opening victory of season 12 in Division 2. Look, lovely wheelie across the line, and Joe will make it a Repsol Honda 1-2. And Freddie will take his first podium, I think, and he takes 3rd place. No Star could have even won today, finishes in 4th. And now it's a run to the line between Marcel Hadif, and I think he's gonna be Hadif. Hadif snatches it at the end from Marcel. Tready Head finishes in 7th. But I'm sure penalties will change that outcome, and Ropey will cross line in 8th with Destroy Jack in 9th and Jay Davies in 10th.
As the riders do their cool-down laps,
so yeah, Q Gamer takes victory for the first time in a long while. Joe takes 2nd, Freddie 3rd, No Star 4th, Skydy 5th, Marcel 6th, Treaded Head 7th, Ropey 8th, Destroy Jack in 9th, and Jay Davies rounding out the field in 10th. It seems like nobody wants to join for an interview, so I guess we will leave it there. Thanks for watching, and join us for Division 1 in just over an hour's time, where hopefully we can have hopefully more of an entertaining race. It was an entertaining race despite the fact it wasn't actually that, not a lot happened, but hopefully we can have a really entertaining race for Division 1, because that is action-packed with a lot, probably definitely a big midfield battle is brewing up. So we'll see you guys in an hour. Goodbye.